This ABC Sports Exclusive is brought to you live and in color by the Buick Motor Division. Wouldn't you really rather have a Buick? And by the Schick Injector System. Simplify your shaving with the Schick Injector.
Welcome to an episode of Rod's Tabletop Hoops. This is 1973-74 NBA basketball from Portland's Memorial Coliseum, Portland, Oregon. We're going to play two of the lower echelon teams from the 73-74 season. It is the Kansas City Omaha Kings versus the Portland Trail Blazers. Blazers finished just 27-55, 20 games out of first, and the Kings 33-49. 26 games out of first place, but Kings just a few wins more, so we're going to give them the road, and Portland will be at home. This is the original iteration by Jim Mickey and Fast Break. We'll be playing it by the rules. The only thing that I typically had broken the rule for, because I'd got the game, in 1979, was the rebounding of block shots rule. There's one down here in the corner where on every block shot, each side rolls a die, and you get a rebound, a knocked out of bounds, even a fast break off of the block shot. Well, the original rules state you just roll a die for each side, and one team gets the ball. So maybe for this first 6 minutes, I'm just going to award a team rebound. I'll give a die to each side to get an offensive or defensive team rebound on a block shot. The block shots, rebounding block shots, a chart, I want to say it came into play in 77 or 78. I'm not exactly sure. But in 74, the first year, definitely did not take place. And this was also a year Jim Mickey's rosters only included 10 teams. There were no additional fringe players available. So both these teams are not, they don't have depth. They're not even good teams to begin with. The Trailblazers have basically three guards on their roster, although John Johnson, the small forward, can move to guard and play some poor defense in a key situation if needed. But either way, we're going to give Larry Steele and Geoff Petrie plenty of playing time tonight. And the Blazers, these sheets in the distance you can barely see. They are the Triggerman summaries for the original game. They didn't do them this way after the 74 season. They had these nice per 48-minute stats. But anyway, I was just going to show you what they look like. This is the Blazers, and this is their Triggerman summary. And I mostly need it also just for the assist rating. The assist rating is not on the cards in this one. Although the printout, the download that I put on my Facebook group, Tabletop Basketball Board Games, has that assist rating right at the lower right corner of the card. I manually added it in to all 170 players who played during the 1973-74 season and were carded by Jim Mickey's Fast Break. Could be 171. I made up a Willis Reed as well for the Knicks, so that's the extra player. But the Kings over there, they were reliant mostly on Jimmy Walker and Nate Williams at the guards for the year, because Tiny Archibald, who had come off a incredible year, it was an incredible 34 points a game, 11 assists per game, led the league in both categories. He ended up getting injured in 1974 and only played 35 games. Well, he dropped to 17.6 a game. Obviously, it was not his pure self. He is a 1 to 10 assist guy. So we're going to play him, and we'll see how well the Kings can play with Tiny. You kind of make do with things when your roster size is only 10. And so there's teams in this 1974 league like the Lakers even. Jerry West only played 31 games in his final season, but you want to play him a lot because there's only 10 guys on the team. So I'm not using pregame injuries or anything of that nature. And to start the game, we got a JB rating of +2 for Sam Lacey, +2 for Rick Roberson. I don't know, I got mixed with Tom Burleson, but Roberson a very serviceable center for Portland at 13.5 a game, and he probably averaged over 10 rebounds. I can't remember exactly what the number was, but we'll see how this thing goes. I haven't played 74 for a while. Haven't played a game of fast break in a little while, so let's see how it goes. Lacey versus Roberson. So Lacey, it's a 2 plus whatever that is. That's a 6. And Roberson, the home team, 2 plus 2 is 4. So it looks like the Kings will get the tap. These are not original fast break cards, by the way. These team fast break cards. There was actually some yellow papery ones that came with the original version, and I have those. But these were pre-typed by Michel Montagnier of Italy. He typed in every one of those so we'd have a nicer, cleaner team fast break card. So anyway, Kings with the ball. Strong forward. Now, let's see what they've got. They got Ron Behagen, about 11 points a game at the forward. Let's see how we play for the next few minutes. These are fresh new game boards following a visit to Jim Mickey's home in Rochelle, Illinois last month. Earlier this month, actually. So, Behagen, here we go. It's a P column. Just going to show you the routine. Every time you turn this card for a possession, you move the clock. You don't do it for rebounds. So that's a little different from other games. So let's see what happens with Behagen. That's a 9 on the P column. A 9 is a basket. And I'm using Darren Smith's template. He just updated his score sheet template. It's an Excel file. So if you go to the Tabletop Basketball Board Games site page and look at what's pinned to the top, you'll see a new and improved version, a slightly new and improved version. We'll see how much improvement there are to Darren Smith's score sheet via Excel, and I've always been using the original one. It's really nice, works really well. He's made a few upgrades, and we'll see how it plays out. But the Kings lead. You check for an assist. F7 Kogis. See, you can't see an assist rating there, so I got to go to the sheet over there, and Kogis is just a 1-2. So let's go with the Blazers now. Strong forward defenders card, and that's going to be Sid Wicks over Behagen. And Behagen forces a bad pass by Sidney, so Kings with the early advantage. We just keep playing. Strong forward defenders card. That's Behagen over Wicks. 2. That's a basket. Behagen scores again. And he's playing like Maurice Lucas right now. He's got 4 points. Assist center 2, Sam Lacey. I know he's always been a good passer, 1-4. 4-0 Kings. I'm getting too many strong forwards. I may have to reshuffle this. I might have been playing with this for a bit. Sid Wicks gets the ball. P column, 9. That's a turnover. Traveling on Sid Wicks. I had indeed been doing some card counting and checking how many playmakers and triggerments were in there, so we got an overabundance of strong forwards that first minute, but we'll see how it turns out from here on out. Don't need to replay it. Here comes the playmaker P column. Now, the playmaker in the original game, he's also kind of an alternate triggerman playmaker, so whoever's in the playmaking column over on the right side there gets the not just playmaking ones, but actually playmaker ones that should be alternate triggermen, which occurred in 1978 or 78-79 season. So it's one of the trickier things they did with the first series. But anyway, I've got the proper person. I'm going with Archibald over Walker because Tiny's obviously the leader of this team, and so he's got a P column. And let's see what he does. And that's a 5. Looks like a foul 2 with a question mark. So you go to your advanced game chart to determine who got the foul. And determine question marks right there. And it's a 7 and it's a forward. I've memorized that over the years, but that's going to be a foul on JJ, John Johnson. It's his first 2 shots for Tiny. Free throw columns are very simple. I'll just use Larry Steele because he's closer. Here's your column down here. You got 2 through 12. If it's a blank spot like 7 or 12, it's a miss. If he hits a 2 and it says 3 to 6, roll again. You got to get a 3 to 6 to make the free throw. So here comes Tiny. And he misses on 7. Let's see what happens here. That's a 3 good. 6 good. Tiny makes both. And it is 6-0 Kings. Now, the Blazers notoriously were a bad team their first 5 or 6 seasons. And they're showing their true colors right now. Playmaker, P column, that's Petrie. He's pretty darn good. One of his best shooting years, an 8 good, Geoff Petrie. Gets him off the schneid. It's 6-2. And here comes, forward 5, Johnson. Did he get an assist on that? That's a good question. JJ, one of the best point forwards. One of the earliest point forwards. Is a 1-6. So, John Johnson with the assist. Triggerman. Williams or Walker. See, Nate Williams would generally be in that lineup. But with the playing of Archibald and Jimmy Walker, he kind of becomes the 6th man. Or if anyone gets in foul trouble, he'll be in soon. So we're going to go with Jimmy Walker, the late father of Jalen Rose. That's a 5, and there's a miss on his P column. It's as simple as that. Rebound. Forwards battle at 1 die for the offensive forward. So because the Blazers are the home team, if I got a 4, a 9, and a 13, they'd be tied. So I need a 5 or 6. Home team gets the benefit of the ties. So that's a 13. It's a tie. Wouldn't have mattered. Usually the defensive team would get that anyway. John Johnson clears. Gets it to the point guard. That's Petrie again. Petrie, 8 good. Blazers. Another assist to John Johnson. The JJ to Petrie connection is working, and it's 6-4. Kings come back. Love how easily this game flows. There's no, very logically flows. Here comes Don Kojas, P column. That's his 4. Draws the foul. Who's it going to be on? A 9. That's the playmaker. That's Petrie. And Don Kojas, it's a 2, so it's 2 free throws. Misses on 6 and 10. Good. 2, that is 3 to 9. And he's got it. So Don Kojas buries both. Eight to 4. Forward, JJ. Goes up 9, no good. Rebound center, Sam Lacey. And this is one of the best fast breaks in tabletop gaming history right here. Fast break opportunity, that's what the FBO means. Right lane, Kansas City. 8. Oh, no outlet pass, so. But it's very quick, and there's no difficulty getting it. Everybody's rated for their fast break. Here comes the guard. And that's a 4-minute miss by Jimmy J.J. Walker. Rebound. See, I don't move the clock on the rebound. And it's going to be the SF, which is strong forward. I mix that up with hoops. They have a small forward, SF. So I always got to remember it's strong forward. And it says it right here on that. So they're battling. It looks like Wicks has got it. He gets a die. He's at 15 to 14. Automatic rebound for Sidney Wicks. They haven't looked to Sidney out of UCLA so far this game. Playmaker. He's got a couple turnovers. I should take that back. He hasn't. He's kind of handling the ball like a grenade. Playmaker. Petrie. 6. He scores. Eight to 6. Petrie out of Princeton. Wicks out of UCLA. The 2 leading scorers on the team. They didn't always get along, it's from what I've heard, but either way, they were a potent scoring duo. Here comes Behagen, P column. Here we go. 8, no good. Kings shooting 40%. Blazers 25% so far. Forwards battle. Looks like JJ automatic. There's nothing added to it. So Love those rebound battles. Here comes Portland, Triggerman. It's going to go to Sidney Wicks, who averaged 22.5 a game. And there's a 7. It's good. Sid Wicks for 2. And no assist on the play. And we have a tie score at 8 apiece. Though the Blazers are 80% from the floor now. Maybe I must have read that wrong. Yeah, it's because, Petrie and Wicks, yeah. Okay. Anyway, I must have read that incorrectly. There's a forward. Don Kojas. That's a 2. Scores and is fouled. Johnson on the foul. His second. Don't like to see that. Foul trouble early. Old bully Don Kojas was really a good offensive player. He made an all-star game with the Houston or San Diego Rockets. That was 2 fouls on JJ. We might take him out. Free throw 7. It's good. And that's 11-8. So both teams off to a pretty good start. Let's see what we got on the bench for JJ. All right, we're going to substitute Johnson for Johnson, Ollie Johnson. There were certainly a lot of Johnsons during the 1970s. John Johnson himself played with Dennis Johnson. I believe he played with Vinnie Johnson for a brief moment. Maybe not. But there were a lot of Johnsons in Seattle when JJ was in Seattle. But here's Ollie coming in, a long-time small forward, and hopefully he'll fill the bill. Blazer basketball, 9 minutes to play in the first. Here comes the Triggerman. And that is still Sidney Wicks for the first 6 minutes. And that's a 6, no good. Rebound, do not move clock. Point guard, Archibald has a 2, Petrie has a 4. He needs a 3 to 6. And he gets it. Tiny Archibald with the board. Kojas over Ollie Johnson. Defender's card. That's a 7. That's 2. Oh, damn. Don Kojas. 13-8. Assist on the play. Jimmy Walker. Assist Jimmy J.J. Walker. And here comes Portland. Triggerman defender's card. Once again, it's El Cid over Behagen this time. 7, that's a foul. 1-shot foul. They didn't shoot 1-shot fouls after 1972, so it's just an inbound play. Strong forward. Sid. That's a 10. Misfires. Slow start for Sidney Wicks. Rebound offensive playmaker is going to get it. Petrie, it says move clock. See, on that rebound, it says he's got the rebound. He's going to go up for a putback. Use his RG column, which is technically his run and gun column. So Petrie's going back up 9. Assist. Great pass by Geoff Petrie. Now, Jim Mickey did not use a lot of the automatic assists in this first season, so that's a real treat for Portland. And you just use for the question marks and assists that same chart. So you can see who gets the bonus basket. It's randomized. Since 6 is a Petrie, you just give it to the center because the center is not on that chart. And for the first time, we hear from Rick Roberson, and the Blazers are down 13-10. A lot of scoring going on. These teams aren't playing the best of defense. Archibald, or they're playing great offense. 7 misfires. Rebound. Centers battle. Good rebounding by Roberson. He even gets a die, so. And then it's as if the defensive center rebounds. Then FBO right lane, fast break opportunity. We'll see if the Blazers can run here. 8, no outlet pass. The guard, Larry Steele. And that's a 10, no good by Steele. Usually a high percentage shooter. Larry hit .478 on the year. A little below his average for that era. But the rebound, once again, Archibald's got to really battle Petrie, and he gets a 6. Tiny has outmuscled Petrie a couple times. Ball goes to the playmaker defense. Petrie playing the defense. That's 6. That's a basket on Petrie's card. (15-10), Kansas City. Assist by the center 6. Lacey's only a 4. In later years, he's got 5, 6, nearly a 10 in one year, I think. He's a good passing center. Petrie over Archibald. And that's an 8. Defensive center, which means he's driven past Archibald. He's going to fall into Lacey's place here. And 8. There's a basket. Petrie's on fire, 4 for 4. 15-12, 8 for Petrie. No assist on the play. Ball goes the playmaker defender's card. Here comes Archibald over Petrie. That's a 10. That's a miss on Petrie's card. So even the fair to average defense of Petrie works out. Rebound offensive center 16. Defensive strong forward SF 14. Wicks just needs a 2 with 1 die. And he's got it, Sidney. Rebound number 2. No fast break, so forward, Ollie Johnson. 8, no good. Did he go by OJ? I don't know. Rebound. Strong forwards battle. 10 versus 15, and he gets a die, so Behagen easily grabs that fast break chance left lane. 6, and that's going to be playmaker RG. That's Tiny. Tiny's driving. He's got a 9 on that. A 9 is no good on his RG column. Tiny starts 1 for 4. Rebounds. See, no clock movement on that fast break. Rebound. Offensive rebound. It's going to be Lacey because he gets a die. And another, no back inner shots. You just run the play. Center defense, Lacey over Roberson. That's a 10. That's a basket. Roberson's only considered fair among NBA centers. 17-12. Strong forward Behagen. I don't think he's much of a passer. He's 1-3. Did not get the 4. Triggerman defender's card. Wicks again, over Behagen, and that's a 6. That's a second foul on Ron Behagen. He's a little foul prone. And we'll go to the 6-minute mark here. Maybe I'll throw John Block in there. And that's a 2-shotter, the foul 2. Wicks, a streaky free throw shooter. He misses the first. He misses on 8 and 10. And he makes 1. And it's 17-13. Back to Kansas City. Ball goes to Jimmy J.J. Walker, 11. Draws the foul. Who's it going to be on for Portland? 7, that's the forward, Ollie Johnson. So that's the 4th team foul. So it's just 2 shots for Jimmy Walker. It was a foul 2. A great foul shooter. There's a 6. He misses on 3 and 9. And he makes them. (19-13). Blazers not stopping much on defense so far. Playmaker. Petrie just going to try to outscore his man. 10, no good. Rebound. Defensive center. That's Big Sam Lacey. We're at the halfway mark where they want you to shuffle the cards. Strong forward, Ron Behagen. 8, no good. Rebound. Strong forward, Sid Wicks. 3 rebounds for him. Fast break chance down the right lane for Portland. See if we can get one to work. 12. Guard, defender's card. That's steal over Walker. 11. He scores. Kind of a pressured fast break. They'll take it. You don't check for assist on that fast break like you would in hoops or even in bank shot. You do not check for that. But anyway, we're halfway through the first, and the Trailblazers trail just by 4, 19-15. All right, Kansas City Omaha Ball leading by 4. And that's the strong forward defenders card. That's going to be the newly inserted John Block over Wicks. That's an 11. It's a block by Wicks. And as I said earlier, I'm not going to use the rebounding block shots. I'm just going to award team rebounds. So we got a 6 for KC. And so it's going to be a team rebound for the Kings. Like it was blocked out of bounds. Later years, they used the rebounding block shots chart. So anyway, this is the first time I don't think I've ever used the rebounding block shots. I bought the 74 season probably 2 years after I bought the 79, so I just kind of stuck with the newer rules. But either way, maybe it alters the the fast breaks and the total team rebounds a little out of whack. I don't know if it does for sure. Here comes block, P column, 9. It's good. $21.15. Coaches is only a 1-2. Otherwise, I would have an assist for him. Ball goes to the center. Here comes Roberson over Lacey. And that's a 9. That's a steal. Steal by Big Sam. And it says FBO ML. They're running a fast break off the steal. And the middle lane is the best. It's all RG columns. Let's see. Center RG. That's Lacey going coast to coast. 3. Assist, Sam Lacey. I love the fast break in fast break. Runs better than in any other game. The points go to the guard, Jimmy J.J. Walker. So how's the assist count? That's 3 assists for each team so far. Ball goes the strong forward, Wicks. And 7, it's good. Sidney with 5 points. Blazers not playing the defense. Let's see. 50% from the 4 for the Kings. 57% for Portland. Triggerman this time. Kogis or block. I'm going to give it to Kogis since he's still in the game. 7, it's good. $25.17. And it is a split rating over there. You probably can't see it. It just says Kogis/block. I think the instructions tell you just to pick which one's, most relevant or your choice. There's probably a little bit of flexibility there. Kings lead 25-17. That type of triggerman summary changes over time in the fast break game. There's usually a player in parentheses that can be used if there's a guy in foul trouble. It's evolved since year 1, which is what we're playing today. Forward defense. Here comes Ollie Johnson over the veteran Kogis. 7, it's good, OJ. 25-19 assist steal. Blazers are playing the offense. They just got to stop them on the other end if they want to get back into this game. Forward, Donnie Kogis, 2. Scores in his foul number 2 on Ollie Johnson. So Don Kogis, have a game. 27-19 Kogis. Early stat line. 4 for 4 from the field, 3 for 3 from the free throw line. Neither Johnson can stop Don Kogis. Ollie and John both have 2 fouls. And that's the 5th Blazer team foul. So 2 to make 1 for Kogis on this. Does he need it? 12. Nope. Good game for Kogis. Man, he averages about, what does he average? 13 a game? 13.1. He has 12. So having a great start for old Donnie Kogis here. And the assist on that play, I didn't even check, was Tiny Archibald, who hasn't really been spearheading the offense, but the Kings have 28 points. I believe this was still the Bob Cousy coached KC Kings. We'll keep Ollie in there. We probably could put in Greg Smith if we want. Let's go Ollie. Ollie's a good shooter. He'll try to outscore his man. Let's see, he's 48% from the floor. And that's a 3. Pass. He's also reluctant to shoot. Ball goes to the strong forward, Wicks. He'll go up. 7 good. Once again, the Blazers just barely hanging in there with their great shooting at 62.5%. Ball goes to little Archibald, 11. Basket for Tiny. Right back in their face. 30-21. Strong forward Wicks. 9 turnover, he traveled again. Ball goes to the triggerman. That's going to be Kogis. He's on fire. 12. Oh, charging on Don. Finally, human. Here comes the playmaker. Petrie over Tiny. That's a 7. No good. Rebound. It's going to go to... Oop, Tiny's got to get at least a 3. He only got a 2. Petrie at the offensive board. Keeping it alive for Portland. Back to Ollie. That's a 12. Pass. Ollie will not do anything. Triggerman. Who was it in the second half of the first quarter? Roberson comes in. 2. Assist, Rick Roberson. Not known for his passing, Roberson gets the job done. He's just a 1-2 assist man. Basket goes to the 8. That's the guard, Larry Steele, for 2. And it's 30-23. We're down to 3 minutes, 2:52 on the clock. Block 5. It's good. John Block finding the range. 2 for 3. 32-23. No assists. Portland comes back. It's cool to have these brand new boards. Mine were all taped up from 1980 and beyond. Center. Roberson. 6. That's no good. Rick averaged about 13 a game that year. 13 and a half in 30 minutes. Rebound tip chart. So let's see what happens on the old tip chart here. That's a 5. We're going advanced game. Goaltending, credit shooter with basket. So that was a basket for Rick Roberson. 30-25. And no assist on the play. Got to check that. Still Petrie on the assist there. And for them, it's still Archibald on the playmaker there. 32-25. Blazers down 7. Tiny over Petrie. That's a 4. That's a pass. That's Petrie defense. Strong forward block. Is he still hot? Yes! Another basket for John Block. 34 points in the quarter. And Blazers can't stop. Can't stop Block. Can't stop Kogis. Steele. 7. That's a pass. We got too many passive players in the lineup right now. Maybe I got to get... Well, even Greg Smith's a passer too. Petrie, 11. Basket, 2-4. So you reroll, got to get a 2-4, which is not a great chance. Petrie's cooled off, but the Blazers are still 60% from the floor. Rebound, 19-18, Roberson. And it's one of the few where you back in. He's got the shot. Use the RG column, move clock. 11, charging on Roberson. Got a little too physical. First foul on Rick. We're down to 128. Guard, Walker, 8, count it. (36-25) Kings are rolling. Assist playmaker 9, yes. Tiny Archibald, assist number 2. Tiny's just kind of hanging there in the balance. He doesn't care. Let his teammates score. Here comes the triggerman. Who's it for Portland? Rick Roberson. 2. Assist again. My rolls are pretty fortunate so far. 36-27. Another great pass to Larry Steele, who has made 3 in a row, and it's 36-27. 56 seconds on the clock. Tiny over Petrie, 4. Pass. Center. Big Sam. Scores! Sam Lacey with 2 for 2. 38 on the board for Kansas City. I can't see this lasting forever, but what a good start for the Kings. Ollie. Pass. Keep passing. I love when it's a P column, you want to shoot it. Defender's card. It's Wicks over block. 7 foul. First foul in the last 2 minutes, I would guess. Third team foul, but yeah, the next one will be shooting. Forward defense. Ollie. 4. Basket. Ollie Johnson. On the coach's card, 38-29. So the Blazers are having a good scoring quarter. It's a steal. No one's playing the defense, though. Strong forward block. Is he still hot? No, he misses. Kings only shooting 62.5%. Boy, that's pretty good. Rebound. Looks like Wicks is going to wick that one up. Blazers down to 8 seconds. Goes to Steele. Steele goes up 9. Good. Larry Steele with 8 points. He's hit 4 in a row. Who would have thunk that? Assist, Petrie. Well, 38-31. High-scoring affair. Triggerman at the horn. Don Kojas. Does he stay hot? No. Missed by Kojas. That will do it for the quarter. Final first quarter is in the books. 38 for the Kings, 31 for Portland. It's halftime, and the Blazers and Kings are tied at 60. The Blazers are out rebounding the Kings 30-15, which led to a comeback of 29-22 in the second quarter for Portland. Coming off the bench for Portland was Lloyd Neal, who had 12 points. And he also shot 3 for 4 from the floor, made all 6 of his free throws. So add 5 more rebounds from Lloyd, and the Blazers kind of just crept back into it. Once again, they're leading the rebound battle 30-15. They're also shooting 56.5 from the field, although the Kings are hitting 52%. And so going into the second half, we have a tie at 60. Leading scorers for the Kings are Don Kojas, back in now. He had 12 points in 12 minutes. Nate Archibald had 9 points in 18 minutes, and Jimmy Walker 10 points in 18 minutes. Blazers are led by Geoff Petrie, 14 points. Lloyd Neal 12, Sidney Wicks 11. So Petrie was a little streaky, 7 for 13. So we'll see what happens in the second half. We'll do some third quarter play right here. Before I get started, I was just going to show off what those original old school fast break cards look like. Team fast break cards. You can see they're just basically paper. Here are the Lakers, the Knicks. You cut them out with scissors, and they were just kind of very light paper, the same paper they use for those Triggerman summaries. Cut them out by hand, and there you have your 17 teams, complete with press ratings at the bottom of each card. So that's how it worked. But fortunately, Michelle went in and retyped every one of them. And so you can have a normal size card that actually fits in the place that goes on the gaming board here. One other thing I was going to say, I just finished reading a book called Love in the NBA. It's the story of Stan Love. It's a diary, my favorite type of sports book, when they do a diary day by day. And this one's based on the 74-75 Lakers. And they'd gone through about 14, 15, 16 straight seasons to the playoffs. And Stan Love was a reserve forward who went to Lake Oswego High School in the Portland area. And then moved on to University of Oregon and played about 4 or 5 years in the NBA. Well, this was going to be a diary. He designated it to be from the start of the season through the playoffs, the All-Star break. And he got into about February, and he was getting close to the All-Star break. And spoiler given away if you want to mute this. I don't know if you're going to read Love in the NBA, which came out in 1975. But Stan Love got waived by the Lakers, so that kind of ended the diary a little prematurely, but he actually was re-signed by the San Antonio Spurs of the ABA. So he got a second chance and finished the year off with San Antonio. But this book is very well written. I hadn't read it. I bought it for $2.75 back in the 90s at Cameron's Books in Portland, which was a great bookstore. Old periodicals and things before it closed a bunch of years back. But it's Love in the NBA, a player's uninhibited diary. And he's quite very candid. He is a brother of a family, the Beach Boys family. Steve Love, kind of representative as his agent. And it really goes from there. He has his ins and outs. And the Lakers, the management is just going bonkers because this team is not meeting expectations. They're not playing very well. They have guys like Connie Hawkins and Happy Hairston. And, 2 weeks before the season starts, a player named Jerry West decides he's had enough and retires, plays a preseason game against the Portland Trailblazers of all teams and Bill Walton. So that's the only time Jerry West and Bill Walton cross paths on the basketball court. Is Jerry West's final preseason game against the Portland Trailblazers, and he has a good game. It's something like 20 points and 10 assists or something of that nature, and then he just says, I've had enough. I can't go any longer. Too much pain. But anyway, good book, well written. It's only 200, it's less than 200 pages. And it's pretty darn funny because he just eventually gets cut by the Lakers because he's kind of a little volatile. He can't understand why he can't get consistent minutes from Coach Bill Sharman, and Sharman will give him an excuse one time, and then he'll sit him out for 5 straight games, and it's just fun to see Kevin's dad, Stan Love here, and Stan passed away about a month and a half ago, so it kind of spurred me on to finally read this book. But anyway, Love in the NBA, if you're interested. It's a very fun read, very quick read. And it's life in the NBA with the Los Angeles Lakers losing basketball games, which I always like to see because I'm a Blazers fan, and they always seem to get beat by the Lakers decade after decade. So anyway, we're going to get back to this game really quick. It's the top of the third quarter, 60-60. Got a good game going here. We're going to have another jump ball. I've realigned this court. Hopefully it looks somewhat decent, or maybe a little bit closer. I don't know if you can see the cards any better. And so Lacey's going to get a 3 + 2 is 5. Roberson gets a 1. Kings get the ball right off the bat. So let's see what happens here. KC gets it to their playmaker. That's Tiny, and he gets a 3 blocked by defensive center. Look at that. So that's a block by Roberson. And we'll give a die to each team. Team rebound for Portland. And the team rebounds, it's 2-2. Here comes Portland with a chance to take their first lead. Triggerman. That's going to be third quarter Wicks. You can tell by my homemade cards there, Wicks. Misfires. Rebounded by offensive playmaker. It's going to be... Oh, I got Bernie Fryer still sitting there. I wonder why I've got that. It's not supposed to be Bernie Fryer. It's supposed to be Geoff Petrie. So let me get Petrie back in there real quick. Yeah, Petrie gets the offensive rebound. Move clock. Goes up. 9. Assist. Geoff Petrie. Blazers take the lead 62-60. Basket's going to go to 8. The guard, Larry Steele, who's had a fantastic run here. He's hit 5 of his last 6, dating back to the first quarter. So the Blazers have a 62-60 lead. Kuzi and the Kings are trying to figure out what to do next. Strong forward. Give it to Ron Behagen. 5, it's good. Lead did not last forever. And it's an assist. Playmaker 10. 1-10, Tiny Archibald. Slowly racking up the assists. Kind of passive assists, though. We'll see what happens here. And the game is tied at 62. Guard. Steal. 2. Offensive foul. Larry Steele. He did have a tendency to foul quite a bit. Usually it's on the defensive end. I think he led the Blazers in disqualifications and fouls for many years because he racked them up. Guard. Jimmy J.J. Walker here. 9, no good. Misses from the P slot. P column, pattern play. Guard. Steal. Good rebounding guard. Here come the Blazers. Tied at 62. Playmaker. Petrie. 9. That's a steal by Archibald. This is the only season where they have the fast break opportunity on the offensive card on a steal. From here on out, 75 through 86, they don't put that fast break opportunity on there from an offensive card. So very interesting. So Archibald with the steal, fast break, middle lane, the best fast break is center RG, Big Sam going down, lumbering down. 4, basket on the break. Sam Lacey slams it. Beat Roberson back on the offensive end. And here comes the center defense right here. Roberson over Lacey. That's a 5. It's good. Rick Roberson gets back. The veteran center. Even backed up Chamberlain. 1970-ish. All right. It's 64-64. Steele with the assist on the play. Steele doing all the little things. Forward, here comes Kogis over JJ. 2. Turnover, bad pass. Kogis. Blazers tied at 64. Strong forward Wicks. 12. Assist. Sid Wicks. Good passing by Portland. Basket goes to the point guard, Geoff Petrie. And it's 66-64 Portland. We got a good one. Here comes Tiny. Tiny with an 8. It's good. Tiny Archibald scores. He's reached double digits. Assist. Strong forward 3. Behagen is a 3. All right, we'll give him an assist. Combination of regular assists and passive assists. Blazers winning the rebound battle 33-15 right now. They got good rebounding guards for one. Steele over Walker, 7. Good Larry Steele. The Blazers just continue to score on the average defense. They were down, I think, by as much as 9 early on. And JJ gets a passive assist. And that's at least 3 for him. And it's 68-66 Blazers. Triggerman moving right along. That's going to be Kogis or Lacey. Let's go Don. He's been hot. 7 good. Don Kogis. Only gets about 27 minutes a game. Must be getting up there in years. No assist. Here comes a strong forward. Wicks over Behagen. 8. No good by Sid. Loose ball foul. 9. It's the strong forward. Sid Wicks. And that's 2 on Sidney. First team foul. Forward defense. Kogis over JJ. 7. He's got it. Don Kogis continues to fire away. 55%. 55.6 from the floor. 57.7 for Portland. Assisted by Johnny Walker. Jimmy Walker, not the alcohol. Jimmy Walker with the assist. Blazers come back. 10. No good by Roberson over Lace. Rebound. Offensive center. Rick Roberson. This is a dominating offensive rebound card right there. He's going up. Move the clock. 7 is good. Rick Roberson. Good. And 4 in the quarter for Rick. 8 in the game. Blazers come back to tie it at 70. We got a shootout at the OK Corral here. Lacey 10. No good. Centers battle for the rebound, and it's Rick Roberson, who's avoided foul trouble, playing really well. The Blazers getting good minutes out of him, and Lloyd Neal. Petrie defender's card. That's over. Tiny turnover for Petrie. Ball gets back over. We're going to do Archibald over Petrie now. 7. No good by Tiny. Defensive strong forward, Wicks. Comes down to the forward, JJP Collin. No good by John Johnson. Rebound, defensive guard, Walker. Trying to rush it down the left lane. Let's see what happens. That's an 11. Guard RG. Walker, 7. Good. Jimmy Walker with a big basket there. On the break. 72-70. Kings. What's that for Jimmy Walker? That's 12 points on 5 of 9. 11 for Archibald. 16 for Kojas. Blazers return the favor. Go to the forward. JJ. 6. He scores. John Johnson now has 6 on 3 for 5. No assist on the play. Playmaker defender's card. Tiny over Petrie. It's good. Assist forward 6. No, but it's 74-72. Kansas City, Omaha. Wicks, the Wickster. No good. 0 for 3 this period for Sid. Maybe we'll get Lloyd Neal back in the game. Rebound. Lacey needs more than a 1. See the 19-18. And Sam easily clears. Fast break chance. Left lane. No problem. 8. Oh, no outlet. Triggerman. Big Sam. 9. Turnover. Bad pass. Lacey. Blazers come right back. Forward, JJ. John Johnson, 10. Traveled with the ball. Let's check the turnover counts for these teams. 16-7, Portland leading. So even though the Blazers are dominating the boards, 36-17, they are trailing they're really bad on the turnovers. 16-7. Some sloppy play. Playmaker defender's card. Tiny again. 9. He's drilled it again. Drives around the bigger Petrie. 76-72. And the Blazers are down 4. Ball goes back. JJ going to try it again. Yes. John Johnson scores with ease. Coach just doesn't want to play defense. And here we go. Forward defender's card. Kojas over Johnson. 2. Bad pass. Kojas. JJ can't stop him from shooting well, but he's forcing the turnovers. Playmaker. Petrie. 9 is stolen again by Archibald. 3 turnovers in the period. Tiny with the swipe. Fast break. 3. Center RG. Lacey. 8. No good. Lacey's RG. He's 1 for 3 in the period. Rebound right back at you, JJ. John Johnson, left lane. Blazers try to retaliate. 5. Center R.G. Roberson finds himself alone. 3. Scores on the break. Rick Roberson. Blazers center now has 10. And we're tied at 76. Good game going on here. Triggerman defense. It says 552. I'll round up if we need to. Yeah, we're just going to keep it at Kogis. Kogis over JJ 7. It's good. And Don Kogis just threw in a 3 for 3/4 so far. 78, 76. No assist on the play. That's a 7 for 8 shooting. 4 for 4 from the line for Don Kogis. JJ is just not sealing him off very well to this point. Changes made. Lloyd Neal's coming back for Wicks. Wicks is 0 for 3. Put Nate Williams in the game at guard for Jimmy Walker, who's their team's leading scorer. But Don Kogis is way too hot. So I'm just going to do that. Let's roll with this. Center, Rick Roberson. And that's a 3 charging on Rick. That's his second foul. I was thinking about putting Neal at center, but Wicks was not playing that well. Maybe we'll just do a 3-minute stretch of this and take Roberson out. Forward defense, Kogis. That's a 9. Defensive center, Roberson playing the defense. 10, it's good. Kogis just cannot be stopped. That's 20. A 20 spot for Kogis on 8 for 9. Is that what it is? Or is it 9 for 10? I don't even know. But the Kings have an 80-76 lead. Let's take a look at that stat line. 20 points, 8 for 9, 4 for 4. Ridiculous shooting for Don Kogis. Assisted by guard 1. We're going to name it to Nate. Nate Williams. Blazers go to the playmaker. It's going to be Petrie, playmaker and triggerman. Geoff Petrie hits. Geoff Petrie. Both teams still hitting their shots. 58% for Portland, 56.5% for the Kings. Believe it or not, this doesn't always happen. Just not a lot of great defense. Put them up against the Bucks, and you'll see them shooting the 30s probably. All right, here comes the Kings. Sam draws the foul. That's going to be on the guard, Steele, and that is Steele's second team foul, but it is a 2-shotter for Lacey. Gets a 6. Good. Lacey, 7:49. 7. Good. Big Sam played with the Kings for a long time. 82-78 lead for the Kings. Triggerman, Petrie. Just do it, Geoff. And Geoff with a G. Misfires. Rebound. Ron Behagen. Keeping him in. I thought about going with block, but let's see. Yeah, there's a Kogis Behagen spot right at the 3rd. I might just give Behagen about 3 more minutes here. So we're going to rebound for Behagen. We're going to the triggerman right now. Who is that? Williams. 9. And he turned it over. Nate Williams with the turnover. Back to Portland. I'm going to give it to the guard, Larry Steele. 5, it's good. Larry Steele having a day. Another great shooting performance by the Blazer guards. And no assist. Yeah, we're at 8-minute mark almost. I'm gonna get Behagen out of there because I want him to play in the first half of the 4th. So we'll go 3, 6, 8. We're gonna put old Johnny Block in for him. That'll also keep him out of foul trouble. He's got 2 fouls, but capable of many more. Let's get old John Block in there for the last 4. And give me the 4 minutes here. Let's see. All right. Here comes Kansas City. Centra. Lace. 8, no good. They're really going to Lacey, but he's only 1 for 4 this period. Rebound forward. That's going to be JJ. Battled foul trouble much of this game, but he's playing pretty well in this period except for his defense. Right lane, 5, center RG. Rick Roberson says, give me the ball. 10, no good. 3 for 5 from the field now in the period. Rebound right back to Kogis. Left lane. And that's an 8. And that's a no outlet. So, fast break, then a slow up. Right into Lacey one more time. 10, no. Big Sam, no good. Rebound. Offensive center. That's going to be Sam Lacey. And he gets to go up for a 2-pointer. On the interior, RG column 10. Draws the foul. Power forward Lloyd Neal with the foul. It was a one-shot foul. 3-team fouls, non-shooter. Kansas City just continues. Forward defense, Kogis over JJ. It's a 7. It's good. God, can't stop Kogis. 22. Super shooting. My goodness. 84-80. Assist Nate Williams. Incredible. Blazers come back. Roberson, 7. Rejected by Lacey. Big Sam said, get it out of here. And the rebound's going to go to, looks like the Kings. Team rebound. Number 3. Kings have it. Playmaker. Tiny Archibald. And that's a 6. Bad pass by Tiny. That's his first turnover. So he's been handling the ball pretty well, and he's improved as the quarters have gone on. Here comes Petrie. He wants to get this game a little closer. 7-0. Blazers, both teams are at 55.4 from the field. And there's a tip chart, which means that could be reversed. No, this is serious. Serious stuff here. Tip chart. Officials timeout for injured player. Use the charts on the other side. So, what do we got? That's a 5. The player will be the visiting strong forward. John Block just came in. Length of injury, 6. Remainder of the quarter. So the blockhead gets in for about a minute. And he will have to be replaced because his little toe hurts. All right, returning for Kansas City is Jimmy Walker. I'm going to move Nate Williams up to forward. Don Kogis will play unusual power forward slot. He's so hot from the floor, though, I might as well just keep him in the game. And Nate will be the small forwards. Lacey's going to have to grab all the rebounds. Ball goes to the Blazers on that possession, and because they're the home team. That's kind of the rules of fast break. Triggerman, defender. Petrie over Archibald. That's a 9. It's a steal. Geoff Petrie cannot get around Tiny this period. That's his 3rd steal of the quarter. And all on 9s, whether it's Petrie or the defender's card of Archibald. Fast break chance down the middle. 9. That's held up. Ball goes to the guard. Jimmy. There's a 4, no good. Reed. Defensive center. There you go, Roberson. How many is that for Big Rick Roberson? That is 5 rebounds, 10 points on 5 of 8. Blazers ball forward. Give it to JJ. John Johnson. He drills it. John Johnson. Give him double digits after a foul-prone start. Blazers only down 2. No assist on the play. We're down to 2:16 left in the quarter. Archibald over Petrie. 6. It's good. Tiny. Ring it up. Little Tiny Archibald. 86-82. Good scoring still in this game. No one's letting up one bit. Strong forward. Lloyd Neal in for. And 2. In for Wicks. Lloyd filling it up. 14 points. Doubling his average. 86-84. not giving up. 1:52 on the clock. Tiny, assist. Tiny Archibald doing the little things now. Having a fantastic quarter. And the points go to Nate Williams for 2. And let's look at the scoring on that. Nate Williams now with double digits. Tiny now with 17 points and 5 assists. Shooting 7 for 11. So a very efficient game. Not as efficient as the 9 for 10 for Don Coaches. So it's 88-84. Both teams continue to fire at a high rate, 56%. There's a guard defenders card 10. No good by steal. Rebounded by the strong forwards battle, and Coaches is just lugging it out. Probably play a few more minutes than usual. Right lane 7. Forward RG. Nate Williams takes it down and gets a 7, and it's good on the break. Kansas City, Omaha, 90 points. My goodness. Playmaker, Petrie. Petrie with the jumper, good. Finally, Geoff, that myriad of turnovers. 90-86, assisted by JJ. Goes back to Kansas City. Forward, Nate Williams, 8, good. Nate Williams, 3 for 3 since coming in. Real smart coaching move by me. Assist again to Nate Archibald, so he's getting the assists. Showing shades of 1972-73. Guard. Steal, 10, no good. Rebound. Strong forwards battle, and once again, Coaches has just enough to grab that rebound. Start a fast break. Right lane this time. 7. Forward, Nate Williams again. 7, and he scores again. Nate Williams having a fantastic quarter. 94-86. Kansas City. Nate Williams, 8 for 13, 16 points off the bench. That's his season average, about 15.5. Playmaker, Petrie. No. Rebound, offensive center, 19. Strong forward, not going to get it. Roberson goes for the glass. Grabs the ball. Going to put it right back up in their face. 10, no good. Roberson's missed 3 in a row. Point guards battle, and Petrie is going to win that battle. Petrie just dribbles it, shoots it, misses. He's missed 4 out of 5. This time the rebound goes off to strong forward, 10. Small forward, defensive strong forward, 11. Coaches has just become a rebounder all of a sudden. He's just a facilitator here. Gets the ball to Nate. Nate goes up, 10. Assist, Nate Archibald. 4 assists in the quarter, just doing everything. Blazers are suddenly in a hole by 10 points. Basket goes to Jimmy J.J. Walker. And it's 96-86. Blazers can't seem to find the basket. Here comes Petrie. He scores. Keep giving it to Geoff, I guess, is the solution for Portland. 96-88. Quarter winding down, the 24-second clock. Foul, Roberson, his 3rd. It's going to be a 2-shotter for Sam Lacey. Good. Good. Sam Lacey. Kings hitting 82% from the line this game. Lead by 10. Another strong period by the offense. Here comes Petrie over Tiny, and it's good. Petrie gets some payback. 98-90. Kings try to score, assisted by John Johnson. A lot of points here. No one's playing the defense. Strong forward. Coaches, does he stay hot? No, he misses finally. Only 10 for 12. What are you going to do? Off the playmakers battle for the rebound, and Petrie's going to get it. Play for one. Goes the guard. Steal. Turns and misfires. Didn't finish strong, but the Blazers had trouble scoring a little bit in that last half of the period, but they still finished with 30 in the quarter, but the Kings had 38. After 3, Kings 98, Trail Blazers 90, 12 minutes to play. Okay, we have 6 minutes to play. This has been a Donnybrook of a game with a lot of hot shooting, a little bit of poor defense. The Trail Blazers winning the rebound battle 47-27, losing the turnover battle 22-12 though. That means they have 22 turnovers. They also have 22 fouls to just 13 for the Kings. And they just trail by 2 points though, despite trailing by around 8 going into the period. The Kings, I am going with a super small lineup because they're all hot from the floor. We got Tiny Archibald, who's just coming back into the game. He had a great third quarter, has 17 points, 7 assists on 7 for 11. Jimmy Walker has 14, and he's their top scorer anyway. Don Kojas is still on fire with 26 points in 33 minutes. Well, not 33 minutes, about 27 minutes. 11 for 13. We also have Nate Williams. I can't remove him. He's 10 of 18. He loves to shoot. The Blazers are trying to counteract that with some hot shooting of their own. They're at 58%. Bad defense on Kansas City's part. That's when you get two bad defensive teams facing off against each other. Sidney Wicks has come back, and he's 7 for 13. He's had a slow game with 6 turnovers. John Johnson, 8 for 10, 18 points. Roberson with 10. Petrie, 13 for 23. He just keeps gunning. 26 points to lead all scorers. And Larry Steele, 8 for 13. Lloyd Neal off the bench, 18 points in 24 minutes. I will not rule out playing him if something goes wrong. John Johnson playing safe with 5 fouls. So his rebounding is reduced by 2 on both sides, and every asterisk becomes a basket. So we'll see how John can stay out of the foul trouble. Blazers ball down by 2. We have 6 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. It's been a great game. Strong forward. Let's go. Sid Wicks goes in and misses. Rebounded by the forward, Williams. I'm kind of playing the run and gun lineup here. Nate the Great down the left lane for Kansas City, and that's an 11. That's a guard RG, Jimmy J.J. Walker. That's a 3. Scores, fouled, unless it's on John Johnson. So we'll find out. It's a question mark. So first off, let's give 2 points to Jimmy Walker, and the Kings lead by 4. Let's see if the foul is on. That's an 8. That is the guard. That is the center. It's going to be Rick Roberson. And that's 4 on Rick. And the foul count is 14 fouls. So it's just 1 shot for Jimmy Walker, but a huge play by Walker. 12. Makes the free throw. And now it's 115-110. Blazers come back with Wicks in the clutch here. 12. Assist. Sid Wicks. His passing game's been pretty solid today. 115-112. Points go to Steele. Larry Steele overachieving today. What has he got? He's got 18 points on 9 of 14 from the floor. So, good game by Larry Steele. And it's 115-112. Ball goes back to Walker. Walker with a 6. It's a steal by Steele. An offensive turnover by Walker. A steal by the Bandit, Larry Steele, as he was known as. Fast break chance. 8. Petrie all the way. 6. He's fouled by Archibald. And that's just the second one on Tiny. Just the third team foul, non-shooter. Forward, John Johnson. Sinks it again. JJ has been on fire despite his 5 fouls. It's 115, 114. Doing his thing. No assist. Strong forward. Kogis, no good. The guy's been unconscious. Unconscious Kogis, rebounded by the center. Yep, Lacey's going to get it. He's going to make life hard on the Blazers here. Goes in. 8. No, he missed. Big Sam putting in the big minutes. Rebound, strong forwards battle, and Wicks easily gets that one. And the rebound, left lane. Let's see. Left lane, here we go. There's an 8. No outlet pass. I don't know if I need to put Behagen back in or not. We'll find out. Strong forward. Sidney. 4. No good. Rebound, point guards battle. Once again, Petrie grabbing that offensive board. Not very good rebounding guards for the Kings. Goes back to Geoff. Geoff with a shot. It's good. Geoff Petrie. A lot of points in this game. Blazers vault into the lead. 116, 115. Wicks with the assist. And suddenly the Kings can't find the basket. Ball goes to Kogis. Oh, no, forward. Nate Williams. 9. Bad pass by Nate. Turnover. Blazers with the lead and the ball. Wicks over Kogis. That's a 9. Over Sam. 8. It's good. Sidney Wicks. And the Blazers are starting to put it together. 118, 115. Guard, Jimmy Walker. Comes back 9, no good. A small slump for the Kings. Rebound, Roberson. Clears. This Blazer team is putting up the points. Right lane. 10. Playmaker. Petrie. 11. Pass. Guard defense. 4. Pass. Is that 24 seconds? He had to pass 12, 24. Yep. Turnover, Larry Steele. 3:04 on the clock. Can't do 2 passes in a row. 9, no good by Nate Archibald. Rebound. Playmakers battle. And once again, it's going to be Petrie because Nate Archibald can't rebound, and they're not giving him any extra. Ball goes the forward. JJ over Williams. 8. Good. Timeout. Kansas City, Omaha. As Mr. John Johnson has gone nuts in this period. He's got 11 points. Make it 12 points. And assist to Geoff Petrie on that play. We're going to call a timeout. Rework some things for the Kings, who now trail 120 to 115 this high-scoring affair. All right, returning is Ron Behagen. They need that board work in there. And Don Kogis just hasn't gotten many touches since the 6-minute mark. So 30-17 is the score in this period. Trailblazers just killing the Kings with their 59% shooting. Kings hitting 53. And let's see what happens in the final 2:52. Kings ball. Walker over Steele, and that's a 6. That's a foul on Larry. That's 3 on the Bandit. That's the 5th team foul. And that's 3 to make 2 for Jimmy Walker. 4, good. 7, swish. And Jimmy J.J. Walker has not been hitting this period, but he has worked his way to 117, 120. Jimmy Walker with 19 points, his average. 7 for 15, 5 for 5. That's pretty much in line with what he typically does. So Blazer ball still up just 3. 2:28 on the clock. Steele goes up. No good. Rebound Lacey. And left lane fast break chance. 6. Point guard Tiny. Here he goes. 8. He scores. Archibald. Back and ready to score. It's 120 to 119. Still anybody's game. Forward. JJ. Jump shot. No good. He was 8 for 10. Can't make them all. Rebound. Center. It's just a tie. Plus 8 for Kojus. Gives him 19. Roberson 19. And it's home court advantage for Roberson. 2 minutes and 4 seconds. Petrie fires. No. Blazers dominating those boards, though. That's why I got Behagen back in there. Rebound. Tiny needs at least a 3. He gets it. Archibald grabs a guard rebound. Kings needed that. They can take the lead. Triggerman. This is Archibald Walker. Well, I'm going to go Walker for Triggerman, Archibald for Playmaker. Let's go Walker. And that's an 8. It's good. Jimmy J.J. Walker. 21 points. Kings back in the lead. That 5-point lead went away very quickly. Blazers need to regroup. Steal over Walker. Over Lacey. Blocked by Lacey. Lee gets in there and swats that shot away. We're going to go for a rebound. Ball's up in the air. Blazers get a 1, 2. Team rebound. Kings. Ball goes to the point guard. Tiny having a great game. 7, no good. Rebound. Wicks will get it. 15-14, but it doesn't matter. Fast break right lane. What do we got? 9. Forward defenders card. Kojus. 8. Miss by Johnson. Missed a couple in a row now. Rebound tip chart. Could be huge. 5. Goaltending. Count it. Put it in for JJ. Blazers regain the lead on the tip-in. 122, 121. Fast break shot, goaltended. It's that close. Blazers by 1. 1:16 on the clock. Walker. 5. No good by Walker. Rebound. Centers battle and Roberson's going to clear. Blazers by 1 with the ball. Left lane. Fast break. 5. Center. It's Roberson. He jams it on the other end. 124. 121. JJ's no longer playing safe. Strong forward defense. Behagen over Wicks. 6. No good by Behagen. Wicks coming through on the defensive end. Behagen 0 for 4 in the quarter. Rebounded by JJ. Blazers trying to run up a victory here. Right lane. And it's a 2. No outlet. Sets it up for John. Johnson with the shot. 12. He's fouled. The foul is going to be on the center. Sam Lacey's second. So Sam Lacey has 2 first and last 2 minutes. 14 foul, 2 shots for John Johnson. 3-point lead. These free throws are pivotal. No good. He misses on 4 and 10. JJ misses the first and makes the second. .125, 121. Here come the Kings. Battle of lowly teams. Behagen over Wicks. He can't throw it in the ocean right now. Good defense by Sidney. Rebound. They battle, and look at that. 15-14. Behagen heard me. He said, I'm going to grab this rebound and put it right back up. 7. It's good. Good basket by Behagen. He puts it right back in. Keeps the game within striking distance. 125, 123, 32 on the clock. Point guard. Petrie. It's good. Geoff Petrie puts it in. humongous basket for the Blazers. Assist John Johnson. We must do an assist check on JJ and a points check on Petrie. Petrie, 30 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. And JJ, 25 points on 11 for 14, 7 rebounds, 8 assists. So what a great all-around game by JJ, except on the defensive end. And so the Kings are in a must-score situation. They give it to Coaches. Coaches says, I'll just take that and score. No problem for Don Coaches. The unconscious Coaches continues, assisted by Tiny Archibald. It's 127, 125. Coaches with 28 points on 12 of 15 from the floor. Blazers in a pivotal situation. What are they going to do with the ball now? They give the ball to Petrie. Petrie's going to penetrate. He's going to get it stripped by Tiny Archibald. Tiny with another steal. He's got a billion of them. Middle lane, 8. Strong forward, Behagen on the break again. 12. Foul Wicks, his 4th. El Cid with his 4th foul. Over the limit. Behagen from the line is 76.4. He can tie it. He's got 3 to make 2. Ron Behagen. 11, it's good. 11, it's good. Ron Behagen comes through. The man averages about 11 points a game in 26 minutes per game. And what does he have? 14 on the night. Just 6 of 15 from the floor, but those are big free throws, and this game is all tied up. The Blazer fans can't believe it. 127, 127. We're going down to the wire. Sidney Wicks says, give me the ball. And he scores! Sid Wicks with a huge basket. 129, 127. Who's going to get into the clutch? It's going to be Jimmy Walker at the horn. Yes! Jimmy Walker ties the game at the buzzer, assisted by Tiny Archibald, and we've got an overtime in Portland, Oregon. Well, we've hit overtime. Leading scorers in the game. Don Coaches, 28 points on 12 of 15. Jimmy Walker, 23 points, 9 of 18. Nate Williams, 22 points, 10 of 18. And 14 each for Ron Behagen and Sam Lacey. Tiny Archibald, 19 points and 9 assists. Trailblazers led by 30 from Geoff Petrie, 15 of 27. 25 from John Johnson, who's just been battling those 5 fouls. I guess I don't know if I want to play him safe. No, we're not going to play him safe. It's too vital right now. Here comes Larry Steele with 9 of 15, 18 points. Lloyd Neal, 6 of 7, 18 points. The Blazers only have 15 free throw attempts. It's kind of interesting. Neal 6 for 6. And the Kings are 21 for 24, so they're kind of drilling their free throws. Otto Moore's missed all 3 of their free throws. He's 1 for 4. So anyway, we're going to go with that same lineups that we had at the end of regulation. 5 minutes on the clock. Let's go and see what happens in this game. Neither team wants to lose. It's quite obvious. So let's see. I'm going to actually open another overtime block on my scoreboard here so I can play some overtime basketball. All right, another jump ball. Lacey, +2, +6, that's +8. I don't know if Roberson can touch that. +7, no. Kings, Walker, who tied the game at the buzzer with a jump shot, drills another one. Jimmy, J.J. Walker. 131, 129, assist number 10 for Tiny Archibald. Blazers thought they had it a couple times. So did the Kings. Rick Roberson penetrates. He draws the 2-shotter. This foul is going to be on Jimmy Walker. That's first team foul. You get 3 in overtime. Walker's foul count is... Got to get back to the box score here. Walker only has 2 fouls. 2 shots for Rick Roberson. Not a great foul shooter. Rick 649, about 65%. 7 drills at 3, no good. So Roberson's going to go 1 for 2 in this overtime session. Excuse me, just I've got to make sure I'm in the right square here. So it's 131-130. Rebounding missed free throws. Center Sam Lacey. What an amazing game. Blazers leading the rebounds 55-34. Yet they can't put away the Kings, who have led most of the game. Playmaker defense. Archibald stolen by Petrie. Turnover Tiny. Steal by Petrie. You're in the overtime. Fast break chance. 11 is held up. Strong forward. Wicks missed. Rebounded by the guard. Jimmy Walker trying to be a hero. And that's going to be left lane. 7. Strong forward Behagen, who's really benefited on the break, turns it over this time. Got ourselves a 1-point game. Well, if we keep it on odd numbers scoring here, like 1 point, maybe it will not go into another overtime. 1 minute gone. JJ 9. Defensive center is Lace. Lacey 8. It's good. John Johnson gives Portland the lead. 132. 131. Larry Steele on the assist. Larry's had a steady game. Center defense, Lacey. Over. Roberson, it's good. And the lousy defense of Rick Roberson continues. Little late. Lacey looks like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar against Rick Roberson. Here comes the Blazers. Center Roberson. Trying to get him right back. Nope. Rick misfires. Offensive strong forward. Wicks needs at least a 5. And he gets the 5. Sidney, 5 to Ty Behagen. Great rebound. Whoops, I did something wrong. Hit something wrong. I hit OT or something. Uh-oh, I'm having a malfunctioning moment here. 1 second. There we go. Offensive rebound, Wicks. Back to the guard, Larry Steele. 10, no good. Let's see. Missed by Steele. Rebound. Need more than 1. Lacey grabs the board. Hands it to the center. Lacey over Roberson. Count it again. Big Sam rolling in on Roberson like he's Wilt Chamberlain now. Assisted by Archibald, number 11. Kings by 3. 3 minutes to go. Steele, 11. Bad pass by Larry. Back to Kansas City. Center defense. Another hoop. Sam Lacey. 6 in the quarter. Just like that. Kings by 5. Not sure what the Blazers can do about it. Might have to get Lloyd Neal in there if that happens any more times. And JJ misfires. Rebound. Center. Sam Lacey doing it all. 3 rebounds and 3 baskets in the quarter. Fast break middle lane. 9. Held up. Playmaker. Defender. Petrie. 7. No good by Archibald. Rebound, loose ball, foul. That's going to be on the 7. That's going to be the strong forward. Ron Behagen's 3rd. That is the second team foul. 3 would be penalty. 2:16 on the clock. Wicks shoots. No. Blazers a little cold in the period. Rebounded by Kogis, trying to wrap this game up for the Kings. Left lane, it's an 8. No outlet. Sets it up 2 minutes in the game. Remaining 3. Blocked by Wicks. Behagen. Let's see who gets the ball. It's 4 and a 5. Blazers get the team They come down. Strong forward Wicks. Turnover. Traveling. Wicks. A flurry of turnovers this game. Not looking good for Portland at the moment. Don Kogis misfires. He's actually human. He's actually he's about a 48% shooter. Rebound, Rick Roberson. Never count out the Blazers. Left lane. 9. Strong forward defender's card is Ron Behagen. 5. Good. Sidney Wicks finally puts one in. Blazers within 3. Semi-fast break. Archibald over Petrie, and it's good. Tiny continues to nip away. Blazers have given up 139 points. This is not a defensive bit of wizardry here. Here comes Rick. 10. Bad pass by Roberson. Not looking good for the Blazers with 1 minute to play. Triggerman and Jimmy J.J. Walker stripped by steal. I say that and then things happen. Steal by steal. Going to try and run a fast break off the Jimmy Walker steal of the ball by steal. Playmaker. Petrie. 5. Charging on Geoff Petrie. His second foul. Not a team foul. And the Blazers cannot execute in the overtime. Walker over steal. 10. It's good. Jimmy Walker may have just iced this game for the Kings. 141-134. Assisted by Behagen. Blazers just ran out of steam. Playmaker. They thought they had it, but Jimmy Walker wouldn't let them get away with a victory. Missed by Petrie. Rebound Behagen. And see, in this situation, we get a fast break. You could slow it up and say, I just want to do a regular play, but no, we're going to run. 5 up, no outlet pass anyway. Guard Walker. 3 foul, steal, his 4th. First team foul. Guard defense. Walker over steal. 2, no good. Boy, the Kings were darn hot in this period. They're shooting 54% for the game. But a rebound, Ron Behagen picks it off. He's going up with a putback shot, and a 9 is no good. But either way, it takes precious seconds off the clock. Tip chart. And it's 11 goaltending. Count that basket for Ron Behagen. Goaltending, 143-134. Kings show the offense. Steal from JJ by Don Kogis, who could very well be the player of the game. Down to 8 seconds. Kogis fires. It's good. Don Kogis. Might as well just... Oh, whoops. I put that on the wrong quarter because I'm a little fatigued myself. Kogis puts it in. Assist. Big Sam Lacey. 145-134. This is going to be it. Triggerman. Wicks at the horn. 3 foul. Behagen, his 4th. 3rd team foul. 3 to make 2 for Wicks. But it's all academic. Good. Miss. Good. So Wicks makes 2 out of 3 free throws. The final score. Kansas City Omaha Kings 145. Trailblazers 136. What a crazy game. 55% from the field for the Kings. They were led by 30 points from Don Kogis. Sam Lacey with 20. Archibald with 21. And 11 assists. Jimmy Walker 27. Nate Williams 22. Did not play in the overtime. The Blazers still shot 56% from the floor. Sidney had 23. 27 for JJ on 12 of 16. Rick Roberson 13 points, but a rough overtime. Petrie, 15 of 28 for 30 points, and Larry Steele, 18 points and 3 steals. Lloyd Neal, 18 points and 8 rebounds in reserve. So looking at the team stats, I just want to get that final rebound number, 58-40 Portland. Could not pull it off. 26-24 on assists, they won. 10-8 steals for the Kings, 4-3 blocks for the Blazers, 29 turnovers for Portland, 27 fouls for Portland. And despite the great shooting, not enough to win the game. Final, Kings 145-136 in overtime. What a game. Good night, everybody.